Welcome to the Rock Music Alliance interview sessions. I'm your host, Cole Coleman, along with Claudio Pesavento from Mahogany Rush and the Chris Squire Band. On our show today, she's a music artist, a visual artist, model, and actress who has been part of such productions as Criminal Minds, Huntress Sorrow, and Cash Collectors, which stars the late Michael Madsen. Yeah, welcome to our show, Nadia Lanfranconi.
What up, guys?
Hey,
Ciao, Bella.
I know
Nadia.
you get a sore like Michael. We're very sorry about Michael.
I
It's
know Michael too.
Yeah. I was just going to mention, since we just mentioned Cash Collectors, what is that about? And did you get to work with Michael Madsen?
yeah, I he wasn't on set that day, but yes, he's in the movie.
Right. Such a shock that that happened. And that was only
Yeah.
just about a week ago, a few days or a week ago. Yeah, amazing. Well, Nadia, do you have any other new releases coming out this year?
Not musically, yeah. Actually, I was so lucky that I got to work on this amazing movie with Al Pacino. My friend Barry Navidi is the producer, and we're all very good friends. And it's about King Lear, and clearly there was no role for me in it. I'm not British. There's no Italians in it. But they were like, we want you to be on set with us because I lived with them the experience of they were talking about it for a year before it came about. So I was like just being one of my concubines. So we get to see each other all the time. And it was the best experience because you get to work with your friends, but your friends are also at a level that you're just like in awe. Like I was mesmerized to watch the scenes. He's a master. And everybody on set, honestly, there's Jessica Chastain, Peter Dinklage. There's so many stars on that film, and the quality and just the mastery of it was amazing just to be there for 3 weeks.
That's great. That's great. So what part did you actually get in that movie?
The
A
concubine.
Oh, I'm
concubine.
sorry, the concubine. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
also a kiss. That was, I don't think is gonna be in the final cut. So
Uh,
we're all wondering, like, is the kiss gonna end up? At least I have something important to do. No, probably not. Just the whole
We love Al. We love Al.
the
how
king
about
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, how about on the television side? Anything going on there?
I can't say. I worked on a telenovelas, but I can't say because I signed an NDA until the episode comes out. I almost spilled it. Yeah, I worked on a telenovelas. My mom will be very proud because he's huge in Italy. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I
I know,
noticed, of
I'm
course.
silent because it's like, it's not very rock and roll. I'm sorry, girls gotta eat.
Yeah.
It's work, honestly. I love being on set. Work is work.
Well, I see, of course, that you have a new single music release coming out. But before we get to that, was there anything else new in your music world that's happening?
In my music, oh yeah, I just got a nomination for the Hollywood Independent Music Awards for
Very
a
good.
song for songwriting, which is it's really nice because you write things and you get recognized for your writing more than your
Yeah.
everything else. You're actually inside that came out, and as a musician, I think it's very rewarding when you get recognized for the things that you actually write more than your voice or your look or the production. It's just that's your heart.
Yeah, you get recognized for your creation to
Yeah.
your
So
And
that's the ceremony is actually in LA on July 30th
yeah,
at
there you
the
go. So July 30th,
we'll
where's it
be
being held?
there.
I think at the Avalon.
We'll be
Last
there.
yeah, last year was nominated also, and it was at the Avalon. I think so.
Yeah, it's a very nice theater. I'm glad they're able to hold it there.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's where I saw you last time. I think was you were
I think I
uh
saw one of our friends was also nominated, Raphael, right?
mm-hmm.
There. Yeah.
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 Well, Nadia,
Sorry.
yeah, you have a new single release out, and it looks to me like it's about your 15th release since 2007. That's great. You
Yeah.
got a nice string of releases, yeah. And it's called "It Sucks to Be You." That's amazing. So, what is this song about, and what was the inspiration for it?
Do you know what people are gonna think? And I already have some messages of people thinking, is it about your ex-boyfriend? I'm like, no, I am sorry to disappoint you guys. I'm just don't hate him anymore, clearly. No, it was my current boyfriend, actually. Not about him. He was playing a character on a movie, and he's a really bad character. And when they were shooting the movie, he was like, "Hey, do you have any songs like that could fit in the movie? Like I sent it to the director, something moody and dark." And I said, "No, but I can get it by tomorrow." And I went into the studio with my friend Mario Fanizzi and his girlfriend Francesca, and we sat down and we banged the song out so fast. And to send to the director and stuff. And the movie talks about really bad people. It's they're stuck in limbo. I don't know, I can't spoil it maybe, unless they're gonna show in the trailer that I don't know what they're going to show in the trailer. So anyway, it was based on their characters, his character, they're evil people. So, and it was like dark and, yeah. So it's not about anybody real, but about a character that, Kevin Dillon played, on this movie.
That's great. Well, it's great to
That's it.
find it's great to find inspiration in any way, whether it's personal life or whether it's on the set, and of course, there's a lot of villain, that could be easily just about a villain or just something that like something bad happens to somebody, like it's that old thing, ooh, sucks to be you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I
But
don't know how it's easier to write
yeah,
sad or angry songs than happy songs. Like if you tell me like, oh, you have to talk about the worst person on the world, I got you. I got you.
Mhm.
And it's funny because when I was singing the melody of the chorus when we were writing it, it just came out. Like the lyrics just came out and I say, it sucks to be. And I was like, sucks to be you. And at first I was like, oh, let's just use this temporarily, maybe we'll change the lyrics. And I'm like, no, those are the lyrics. It sucks to be you.
Way to
Yeah.
go. I like the style of this release. There's no firm category that I can think of that it really fits in, but I like to call it, like, what comes to my mind is that it's alternative Americana noir. It's like it's got
I don't know. What is it? What's the genre?
yeah, well, yeah, that's the closest I can come to it. It's definitely like an alternative style, kind of
Yeah,
alternative. It's kind of alternative rock mixed with a
pop,
little
but it's
singer-songwriter,
also
but it's
pop in
all.
a sense it's commercial in a way because you're using a single line that repeats all the time. That's very commercial.
Yeah, but what's fun about it to me is that it's all wrapped up in a quirky noir. It's got that twisted sense of humor, that people enjoy.
That's me.
Yeah, and it actually brings to my mind. It reminded me of something. I had to think about it for a while, but it brings to my mind like a down chill version of Elle King. If you're familiar with
Oh,
Elle King, she had
yeah.
a big hit with X's and O's a few years ago.
Oh, yes, I know
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like in that sort of way, but sort of the chill side of that style. And but of course it's just a style of your own making. But
Oh,
let's take a
song.
sample, listen to it.
Oh, okay.
From Nadia Lanfranconi, here's about 30 or 40 seconds of her new single, It Sucks to Be You, on the Rock Music Alliance.
And you, every heart you bruise. Everyone knows you're the broken one, you're the broken one. It sucks to be, it sucks to be, it sucks to be. It sucks to be, it sucks to be, it sucks to be.
That was It Sucks to Be You by Nadia Lanfranconi.
So who did you
Nadia
think
Lanfranconi's
about?
new single, by the
Like,
way.
who did you think about when you heard that song the first time? Did anybody came to mind?
Well,
Yeah.
the thing that I think about is
Many.
it usually goes to production for me. So like the first thing I thought of was just how cool that it's this quirky dark noir thing. So that's what I was thinking about.
No,
Oh,
the title
he's
was,
like thinking about actual people.
yeah. The title
Get
give
lit.
it title give it away right there.
Well, I
Yeah.
got to say, I like the style that you're working in since about 2022. It is sort of from that point to this point, it does sound like it's a unified style. Does it feel to you like you've found a style to work in?
No, I'll tell you why. Because the next song that is coming out, the one who's nominated, it's different. It's very nice and poppy, more like pop rock. It's got a good feel. It's more standard. So I can't say that. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'll
that's
I'll send you a preview.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, people write in, you can write in all kinds of different ways, But like I say, at the core of it, this might be a style that's good to
Yeah, no,
work in.
the
Yeah.
one thing I want to keep that I feel like I am doing in every song, do you hear like a little retro something? There's like a retro. I did it in the last song. I did it it's great when you don't remember the names of your own songs. You sound amazing.
Yeah, I think the quality that you're speaking of, or what I hear as that quality is the Americana quality, in the style
Yeah,
of America.
there's a line in the second verse of a guitar that it's a bit Western 60s spaghetti, Western. And that actually came to me in a dream. Like I woke up and I'm like, oh, I gotta put that melody line in it. And I wrote, I recorded on my phone in the middle of the night. And then the day after I told the producer, I was like, Mario, I have this melody line that needs to be a piano or a guitar. I don't know, an instrument. We need an instrument. And we did it with the guitar and it worked so well. And there is some Western element that comes back around in my songs. It's some vibey,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, to me, that's the Americana style.
Yeah.
It can be called a couple other things too. I mean, it could be, some people might say it's a little bit of a Western influence, whatnot, but I think it's Americana in the Americana style in general. If you look at artists in that style, they do sound like retro. Like I say, they sound like they're coming from
Yeah.
50 years ago type of sound or more. It's interesting. Yeah. Well, who are the musicians playing on "It Sucks to Be You"?
It's Mario Fanizzi, my producer. He's, the guy that does it all, that is super annoying, that everybody hates because he can play everything. That's it. That's it. Yeah. And he just moved back from Italy. And I made him move in my same building. So he built a studio. So I could just literally walk out of the house and go
Nice.
here to the studio. Because I'm very selfish.
Very good.
Because driving in LA sucks.
And it sucks to be you.
For the convenience of having your friend you've known for a long time. And again, just same thing with Barry and Al. I have very talented friends, and what a wonderful thing that we get to work together, and the quality and the level
That's
is
good.
high, and so you really get to create cool things.
And a lot of times it's hard to find people in LA that are reliable.
Yes, so better if they live
Yeah,
more than not.
exactly.
Yeah, but I understand.
Which part of Italy he's from?
He's from the South.
Yeah, I'm from Napoli.
And what I realized with him, and I want to work with him again and write more things with him, because I come from punk rock, like
Really?
yeah. I grew up with punk rock. He comes from pop. He's very pop. He's a pop producer. He's like that. And I'm more like edgy. So when we were writing, we were fighting. I was like, no, let's go. It's edgy enough. Yeah. We were fighting like brother and sister. And he's like, what about this? Too standard. Go edgier. Give me something else. Yeah. And he was like,
Yeah.
all right, what about something that sounds more like Muse? And then he hit the one chord in the chorus. I was like, yes, that weird.
I like the weird core.
Yeah, he went weird. He didn't go in the direction that maybe you expected at some point. And that's
Yes,
pushing.
sometimes producers they play safe, they always want to just do the.
Combo. No, it's a fantastic combo because
I like more spontaneous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
No, like-
weird is good, Nadia. Like I say, that's what I'm calling quirky noir. There's a quirky noirness in your music that in this particular style you're working in, and it's good.
Yeah, because I might go too edgy by myself. And then he pushed me back into, he actually knows exactly like what to write and how to write it to make it sound like what you hear will like. And it's actually a mathematical formula that he discovered. He does classes in Italy about this. It's crazy. He's one of those guys that you can hear anything and reproduce it immediately. He's got the ear that it's something in the brain, and you're just like, oh, that, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't need to know the chords or read anything. He just, super annoying.
Most
All
of your
these
songs come
Yes.
from a
these
spontaneous
talented people.
moment, right?
Yeah, so it's a great combo with him. Although the other song that's gonna come out that I wrote by myself is very standard. So I can put cheese on. I can put cheese.
Pepperoni.
Well,
Yeah,
Nadia,
no, but I grew up with, oh my God, last night I was at the gym and I started listening to, do you guys know the Humpers? Some punk garage band from the 90s from Long Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they rocked my world. That I started listening to all the punk rock music that I used to listen at 17, and I just lost my mind. I was so happy. It just brought everything back.
You're back.
yeah.
You know, and you hear those guitars, and they're just so raw and rocking that your blood's like boiling. And I started punching the bag. I was like crazy. You know, when you see those people at concerts like freaking out and jumping and throwing themselves, or like, it's just something takes over. It's the rock and roll demon that takes over you.
It's
I guess
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's interesting how music affects different people. Like I say, at those concerts, it always gets into the moshing, you
I
know?
stay away from the mash.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite band?
Well,
Huh?
Nadia,
Who's your
turning
favorite band?
turning to your art momentarily here, there's quite a few photos of your art on your website. How long have you been an artist, and what media do you work with?
Oh, that was just I think when I was a kid, you know, you're born with that. You know how to draw. I don't think you learn that. You just like singing. You either have a good voice, you don't. And it was my way to music, and drawing was my way to escape whatever was going on that we don't need to talk about. Horror. And I used to draw my feelings because I feel like I couldn't express them with words, which I'm still really not good at speaking when it comes down to like real feelings. I'm much better at writing them,
It's
thinking
easier.
them, drawing them. So if I'm in a situation like, especially in like relationships, whatever, then I had to train myself to learn how to speak, but I can be a mute. I'll sing
That's
it.
what that's what I tell that's what I tell people. If you want to know me, listen to my music, you know.
Yeah. And then so I was always drawing, and then after school, I went to fashion stylist because it was a very creative place to go, compared to the other boring schools. And then I went to a comic book school because I like to draw comic books when I was younger. Yeah, it's my thing. I have some of my pieces here. I don't know if I can.
Nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Very nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
now these are available to people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, if you like what you see, go check out her website and check out the artwork that's available. That horse is very nice, Well, guys, let's take a short pause here for a word from our sponsor. And when we come back, we're going to ask Nadia a little about her early days and, like she just mentioned, being a punk rocker with blue hair. We'll be right back. Attention guitar players, the Thimble Slide allows you to slide and fret, freeing your slide finger. The Thimble Slide is a mini guitar slide designed to be worn on the tip of your finger, about halfway down your fingernail. When worn there, you can still bend your finger, and most importantly, it's allowing enough of your fingertip through so you can still press the guitar strings. With its patented shape, you can slide and fret while wearing the Thimble Slide. Visit thimblesslide.com. That's thimblesslide.com.
Hey, this is Chris Wyse. You're listening to the Rock Music Alliance.
We're back with Nadia Lanfranconi on the Rock Music Alliance. Nadia, where were you born and raised?
Lake Como, Italy. Oh no,
Lake
sounds so
Como.
posh. It was not posh at all. Trust me.
It's amazing because this is a coincidence. I was literally just looking at photos of Lake Como about 2 weeks ago. I was looking at various cities in Italy, and the Lake Como came up, and it looks like a really gorgeous place. I mean, it looks like a great place to live, you know? So,
I know that place.
Depends, because it's gorgeous, but it's very, people are very,
Yeah.
no? And so if you're a little different, they don't welcome you. Like when I
Yeah.
was a teenager, it was hard. Me and my friends were the outcast.
Is that where Perry Como was born?
It's very posh.
yeah,
They don't like
so
punk rockers.
so yeah, were you born into a musical family or an artistic family? What did your parents do?
Nope, not at all. It dawned on me that I must have been adopted or some shit went down because I don't look like any of them. I don't look like my sisters. I don't act like them. I'm the black sheep. I do look like my mom though, so for sure I came out of there. For sure.
Nice.
We are
Yeah.
related, for sure, me and her.
So what in growing up in Lake Como, you know, what drew you into punk rock in Lake Como?
Right. So first off, I think punk rock is not just about the music, but it's your soul. So it's a way of seeing life. It's not just about the music. The music does reflect a spirit. And I always had that. When I was a kid, I was a mess, man. I was loud. I was causing troubles all the time. I was never still. I was like my mom called me earthquake. They couldn't stand me. And I was singing all the time. I was so annoying. They sent me to this TV show at 4. It's like a competition show in Italy for singers, for kids. Yeah, so annoying. And it's just too much energy and just anger.
Mhm.
Then when I remember feeling so lost when you're like 14, 15, you're trying to find your group. You know, the friends, the crew, you find your flock. Nothing. And then one day I went up to this, it was like a rehearsal place, and all the punk rockers were there. And I immediately felt like I'm home. This is where I belong. And the music, and it just took me.
Well, did you stumble across this rehearsal place, or did you know a musician that brought you to
Yeah,
a
no, it
rehearsal?
was
Or-
so what had happened, I was 15. My little boyfriend left for vacation with his parents and left me alone. And so all of these, and they were like rappers and skaters, all that crew. And the skaters and the rappers will be downstairs, and upstairs is the punk rockers, and there's a war. They don't get along. So the skaters and the rappers, they were not very nice to me without him. Like some guy was grabbing my ass all the time. So I ran upstairs to escape them, and I found these wonderful guys. Like they were musicians, and they were kind, and they were nice. The parents might be a bit scary at first if you don't know, but they were wonderful people. And then I had a crush on this little kid who happened to have the keys of the place and be the master, of course. Why would I have a crush on a fucking loser? No, okay. But I started going there every day because I had a crush on him, and I started playing drums, playing guitar because he was a musician. And I just found my flock with them. I started a band with them. We were, playing and singing. I lost my virginity at the rehearsal place.
Nice.
Everything happened there when I was 16. It's amazing.
That's it's a very magical time in a person's life. Just like you say, you're going from childhood into young adulthood, and you're
Yeah.
discovering yourself. That's an intense moment, and so I can only imagine, like I say, the feeling in that moment for you.
Here's my nose. My hair was purple. Then it was blue. I was not popular at home. My parents were not big fans. Yeah, no, not in school either. In my school, everybody was so proper, and they just look at me and be like, "You look like it's Halloween," and I'll be like, I couldn't give a shit.
I like your style.
Yeah, I didn't care. I was the typical angry kid with the punkish, be like, "Don't talk to me. I'm angry at the world." That was me.
Oh,
Gotcha.
you're a rebel, that's for sure.
Yeah, but that thing was always inside. It was just waiting for the right place and
To
environment
do
to
it.
express. And I
Yeah.
think that's what punk rock did for me. My favorite band is Social Distortion. To this day, still, I love them so much. I still listen to them. I never get tired of listening to them.
Cool. Yeah. So we can see how you got drawn into music. What drew you into acting?
Oh, that was just like,
It was an accident.
guys, that was better than going to work at a bank. That was basically, I'm not gonna lie about this. Um, moved here. First, I started doing modeling because I didn't know English, so I couldn't speak, I couldn't say anything.
Sure,
And
sure.
I was always on TV, even in Italy, for like music channels. Like to talk to people. I'm a people person. And then that naturally transitioned to, oh, why don't you audition for these commercials, these films, these roles? I never considered myself like an actor. It's just something that they pay you to do it. It's fun. It's a different kind of expression. But it's not like music for me. It's just my love. It's
Gotcha.
my
But Nadia, what drew you to LA then? Like, why leave Lake Como
oh,
and pick Los Angeles to come to?
I went to a social D show. Long story short, I went to a social D show in Switzerland. I met a guy when I got lost. We became friends. Turns out that was the tour manager of the band, and I didn't know. He became my friend, then he became my boyfriend, then he became my husband. He brought me here for a year. For a year. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, come to LA." I got my luggage ready. First motherfucker that was like, let's go on, let's go.
Mhm.
I've been trying to leave this place forever. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it was a random relationship with the tour manager of Social Distortion. It was my favorite band.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
good.
That's how I
it,
got to
it's
know them and hang out with them. Basically, I married him just to hang out with the band, guys. No.
yeah. Well, it's a good city to come to for what you're into. I mean, being into music and being into acting, or even if you're not into acting, but I can see coming here to Los Angeles, a lot of people fall into acting, because it's a huge industry that is going on here. So
Yeah.
chances
Around.
are, at some point you're going to be meeting people who work on the crew. You're going to be meeting writers, you know. So it's natural to see how once you're here you can get into it, of course.
My story is similar because my girlfriend, she brought me to the United States. She got me a contract and a recording studio. Otherwise, I wouldn't come here. I wanted to come, but
It's not
yeah,
something that, I mean, at least for me, I didn't know English. I was in Milan. Honestly, I was having a blast in Milan. I was having
I
the time
didn't know
of my
any.
life. I wasn't planning to move. And then I was in a relationship and I liked the guy. And when he said like, oh, come to LA, I have no expectation. I just came here and I was like, this is cool. The weather is cool. I'm in.
The traffic is cool.
I didn't know how to drive yet.
Yeah,
When you're
boy.
you don't necessarily know how to
I
drive.
I've lived here all my life, and I can definitely say that the traffic has just been a constantly getting worse over the years. I mean, it was bad when I was young, and has been getting worse and worse and worse. Just constantly getting worse.
Why do you think is that everybody's moving here? Or why do you think is that?
Oh well, I mean, because most people come to Los Angeles, I think, to better themselves and to find a career. There are many industries here, but of course, the two biggest ones are going to be, film and TV and music. So like most people I come into contact with have moved here to try to establish a musical career, and that usually, they get here and they find out it's way tougher than they ever figured
So they
it
go
is.
they go to the rainbow and the whiskey and they get fucked up. And
Yeah, it was real tough, and it's
then go
so.
back to
That is
Mana.
mandatory. If you want to be in LA, you gotta go to those places and get fucked up at least
Yeah.
once.
And it's so expensive to live here that most people come here and they last about a year, maybe two. So after about 1 or 2 years, they're gone.
So they don't, it's so hard to live
And
here.
their hair looks perfect and the makeup is more perfect.
Yeah. And then of course,
Do you guys remember they used to say that if you went to the Viper room in the bathroom, you couldn't catch COVID? You have to have those experiences here if you want to
yeah.
survive.
And well, and to me, the music industry is tougher than it's ever been now. It just keeps getting tougher and tougher. There was a time when there was a vibrant music scene here, and you could come to LA and actually make a living playing music. But those days, from what I can see, they're pretty much gone. And unless you have some kind of networking to getting your music placed in film and TV or getting on the tours, like you can put music together, but there's nowhere really to play here,
Well, if you're a songwriter, you have a chance,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
Yes,
to be a
that's
creator,
right.
you can create.
yeah,
You don't have to
yeah,
worry
yeah,
about playing
I
in a
yeah.
placed
band.
3 of my songs last year in a movie because through a friend of mine who's owns a production company. And again, those connection with film and TV came in handy because they can marry, you know,
Yeah.
it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we're coming up pretty quick to the end of our time. I just wanted to ask really one more question, which would be, what is the next step for your music? Like what's next for you? Are you going to be working on another single or another album, or are you going to be doing live shows? What's next?
I'm gonna keep writing always. And I think that leads you to the next step. It's depending on what comes out of you. And then you put it out and then you see what happens and how it's received. And then you get ideas. And then people are asking you to do a show. It's just, honestly, it's almost best sometimes not to know too much or plan too much. Because I've noticed when I try to plan everything, God is like, you planning. That's funny. So like keep open to, because you're right, it's very difficult right now, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess we shall find out. Keep watching.
Yeah, the funny part is that people always say, how you be able to play with all these people and do all this? And well, listen, I took a chance. I didn't stay home in my nice bed, in my nice cocoon, and I come to a place I didn't know anybody, and then slowly, just tune, 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 You have to take a chance, and you did
That's
that.
all you got all the time, and that not just with your work, because you don't know what things will lead you to your other path. I might just be like, I want to take a walk, and it sounds like something stupid, like nothing is gonna happen on your walk, but you feel like, no, I gotta take a walk, and then you don't know what's gonna happen on that walk. Uh, and just have to follow every instinct. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bashar. Yeah, you know
Uh,
Bashar.
what is that?
Bashar? It's an alien.
She's an alien.
Guy who's channeling this entity, Bashar, who's like kind of teaching like how to be human better.
Do you have a picture in there that you did? From
I love Bashar, and it's very wise. Whatever, you can think about what you want. You can think it's fake or what. I don't give a fuck. Like what he says is very insightful and very wise. Like follow your instinct and your pleasure. Like not your
yeah,
pleasure. No, it's gonna sound like let's go. Let's go. Not your devious pleasure, Perth. No, you're like even things like, do I want a cup of coffee? Do I want water? Do I want this? Just little things. We gotta, because we lose connection of us and our instinct because we feel like we have to do things. We're slaves of the machine.
yeah,
Oh, I gotta do this thing. Ugh. And
exactly.
replacing that with I'm choosing to do this thing. It makes me feel more empowered. Oh, I'm choosing to do this. Even if it's something I don't really want to do, but I'm choosing it because whatever reason. And then you start choosing different. I'm like, I don't need to do this right now. Who's putting all this pressure?
Yeah,
Mostly it's us. But then also we live in a place and time and society where we're basically going to be homeless if we don't do stuff. Like it's not like it used to be before. You just get away with things and be like, I'm a painter, put a hat on and live freely. And it doesn't work like that anymore. So it's a balance between as an artist, I feel like you just want to be free. And we're not in a place where we have that kind of freedom. Right now, we don't even really have freedom of speech sometimes.
and you got the power to do it because obviously a lot of people don't know they have the power to. But the moment you find out, you're
it's a matter of remembering. Everything else is going to show you different things. It's really hard to just go be like, remember that we're fine, you're free, and there's a plan, and everything is going to be fine. Hardest thing in the world, to not have anxiety.
Well, Nadia, that brings us to the end of our show today. What websites should people go to keep in touch with you and your career?
I like Instagram right now to cover our lives.
So people can go to Instagram, but you do have your own. Yeah, they do have your own website though, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But I feel like Instagram, it's fast. It's an easier way for me to see you and to respond and to, yeah, the website has a way that you can write an email. But
And on Instagram, then how will they like? What's your name on Instagram?
should we write it down? It's long and tedious and Italian.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember it, but you say it.
Wait, is it Nadia Lanfranconi or is it
Yeah.
like is it a different name?
No, it's just my name. Yeah, my name and
Okay.
my last name.
Okay. Okay. Well, there you go, gang.
Do
Find
you?
Nadia Lanfranconi on Instagram and Facebook as well, right?
Yeah, but I'm not using that too much anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't, and they've kind of
Yeah.
shifted over to Instagram
They're the same
mostly. Yeah.
company, so the same.
So when your music video is gonna come out, you think?
We're almost done. I mean, we're so close. I just need to replace a couple of scenes and we're done editing. So as soon as I'm not gonna lie and give you a fake date. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But I'm planning to have it done in a week. So let's see if I can, and then I'll do a little bit of promotion and release it.
Yeah. Well, Nadia, thank you for being our guest today on the Rock Music Alliance.
Very welcome.
I'm Cole Coleman, and for Claudio Pesavento, the Rock Music Alliance, and the RMA Awards, thanks for watching and listening. Visit us at rockmusicalliance.com and check out this year's RMA Awards for rock, metal, and progressive rock music.